So the following question also came in Arabic, and it was in regards to the speech that you had given about the Third Temple or Palestine. I'm going to read the question in Arabic. It's from Mustafa Rouhani, and he says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sayyidi. لقد أخذ بمجامع قلبي خطابكم الأخير حول فلسطين وتأثرت به وتأثرت بالحل الذي طرحتموه، ولكن واجهتني أسئلة قلقة منبعها تراث النبوءات، فقد وردت نبوءات كثيرة منسوبة لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله حول فلسطين، لذلك يعتبرها المسلمون وقفاً إسلامياً وأرض رباط لا يجوز التفريط بها. منها تلك النبوءة التي مفادها أن المسلمين سيقاتلون اليهود في آخر الزمان، وقد جاء فيها أن الرسول صلى الله عليه وآله قال فيها أنكم يومئذ شرقي الأردن وهم غربيه. ونبوءة أخرى تقول أن خير رباط للمسلمين في آخر الزمان هو وعسقلان بجانب غزة، وهذا ما يستدل به القوم للتشبث بتلك الأرض، فكيف تفضون سيدي هذا الاشتباك؟ ويحيلني هذا سيدي أن أسأل عن النبوءات، كيف نميز بين النبوءات الربانية والشيطانية؟ بمعنى هل يمكن لنبوءات شيطانية أن تندس وسط النبوءات الربانية لتشوش على طلاب الحق في آخر الزمان؟
I think interpretations of the non-working scholars whom are shaitani scholars, they're actually demons in human form. These religious scholars of the end times, and we've spoken about that before, they can be the ones that distort the prophecies or manipulate words in order to use it as a tool of control over the Muslims or particular populations, right? And they've been doing that for a very long time. Here's what I know about the prophecies. What I know about the prophecies is that the Muslims continue to be unsuccessful in regards to Palestine, and in their endeavors against the Jews until the Mahdi appears. This is when the Muslims receive justice, and this is when they're able to hold their heads up high once again, okay? Not before then. And so I think that it would be smart, therefore, to advise the Palestinians that don't have any resources, don't have an army, don't have any weapons, have been massacred for a very long time, that they no longer continue to throw themselves and their babies and their wives into the gas chambers and into the fire, especially when all of the other Arab leaders and rulers and nations have sold them out. Yes. There are two sources of income for the Arab rulers in the area. One source of income is oil. The other source of income is the blood of the Palestinians. They deal with it as if it is a trade, a currency. They receive, the Egyptians receive, and the Jordanians receive billions of dollars from the United States of America in order to protect Israel, to not support the Palestinians, to allow any massacres against them to continue. And they accept this money very happily. And so it is in the best interest of the Jordanians and the Egyptians that the Palestinians stay put in Gaza. If the Palestinians leave Gaza, well, then their source of income is at risk. Their paychecks might get cut because there's nothing to pay them for anymore. Do you understand? I think also that a mass exodus of the Palestinians outside of Gaza would be an amazing thing to happen, because it will expose the Arab rulers as being hypocrites, and it would put the pressure on all of the Arab nations to do something. Right now, the light's not on them. The light's on the Palestinians. All of the pressures on the Palestinians. If you leave your land, they're called traitors, right? And they're the ones that are paying the price, and they're receiving no support. And all of the foreign support goes to the real traitors, which are the people that are claimed to be Muslims and are not helping their Muslim brothers and sisters. And so If they left, that would be a nightmare for the Arab rulers, because the spotlight would go on them. And then the Muslim nations, the peoples, the populations would turn towards their rulers and say, okay, we understand why these people had to leave. Obviously, they were being slaughtered, but what are you doing about it? And they're going to realize that their rulers are going to do nothing, actually. They're just going to sit on the sidelines, and they're going to do absolutely nothing. They might even give more trillions of dollars to Donald Trump, just like the Saudis and the Gulf countries recently did. And so I think that a mass migration from Palestine would be in the best interest of the Palestinian people due to the suffering which they are suffering. And you have Israel, which is a nuclear country, and it's backed by the United States of America, the most powerful nation to ever exist on the face of the earth. And you have the Palestinians who have nothing. They're living in the midst of rubble, as you can see on the pictures on the screen right now. So they have no chance. The only chance that they have is to attempt to save their own lives by leaving. And I suggest that they do so. I think that they should save their own lives. I think their lives and their children's lives are more important than any inch of so-called holy land over there. I think that they should take the stance of Abdul Muttalib and walk upon this sunnah of Abdul Muttalib when the army of Abraha was coming to invade the Kaaba, and the Kaaba is more holy than anything in the land of Jerusalem or the land of Palestine. And what did Abdul Muttalib say when the people said, hey, are you not going to stay and defend the Kaaba? Abdul Muttalib said, the Kaaba has a Lord that's going to defend it. And that's what I think. I think that Palestine, Gaza has a Lord that will defend it, and God has already promised that he will defend it through his vicegerent on earth, the Mahdi. And so I think that the Palestinian people and the Muslims, they need to find the Mahdi. And when they do, all of this is going to be resolved.